Hey guys, it's Rochelle. So you know I don't do videos, but I'm going to tell you what happened to me this morning. My hair is all wet and nasty looking because I just got out of scuba dive class. I am taking a class at Murray State, and we meet on Tuesday nights to go over the book, and we meet on Saturday mornings to dive. Last Tuesday was my first class, so Saturday was my first water class, right? And our professor told us to come in. It's just going to be a swim day. Wear what you want. We're just going to swim around. I'm like, oh, that's going to be really relaxing. So I get there, and first thing I notice, the pool is an Olympic-sized pool, and it's real pretty. It goes from 3 feet to 10 feet deep, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, you know? So I sit down, and I'm already ready, and he says, all right, first thing we're going to do is swim 3 laps. And he was like, you can't touch the bottom, you can't touch the sides, and you cannot stop at any time once you start. Okay, any questions? Yes, I have a question. When you say lap, do you mean 1, 2, 3? That's like, just clarify that for me. No, a lap is you go down once and you come back. That's 1 lap. So I'm going to be doing this thing 6 times. Yes, that's correct. Okay. 4 people. Who wants to go first? Yeah, not me. You know, I want to see what's going on. And I want to make sure I understand that I'm supposed to swim this thing, this Olympic-sized pool that Michael Phelps gets 20-something medals for, looks like a beast, and you want me to do it 6 times without stopping. Like, okay, I want to see how this is done. So, and I had already kind of scoped out the girls. You know, they didn't look like they were super fit and whatever, so I was feeling pretty comfortable with myself. Yeah, until they busted out these swim caps and Michael Phelps goggles, and it was obvious that they know how to swim. And it was like the gun went off, and they were trying to compete to get into the Olympics, and they were just a beast. And so I was like, a little bit panic kind of starts creeping up, you know, that feeling, and I had to cancel it in Jesus' name and say, okay, let's think about this. What can I do? So I went down there to go get ready to line up, and I said, I have a couple more questions. Is there a time limit on this thing? No. He said, Miss Hale, there's no time limit. Time is not an issue. And he said, you know, are you doing okay? Can you hear me? Is everything fine? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, my next question. Does it matter how I get there and do all this? Well, what do you mean? Like, do I have to swim, like, overhand? Can I swim underwater? He said, I don't care what you do. I said, okay, I got this. And so he said, you guys ready? And it was me and 2 other guys. And I said, I'm ready. So I put my goggles on, and I've got my swim shoes on. And the other guy says, you want to swim with those swim shoes? And I'm like, do I not want to? Like, I'm confused. Well, whatever you want to do. And I almost want to say, what do you think I need to do? Because, like, I always wear swim shoes, besides unless I'm going to be, you know, laying around or something. Yeah, I shouldn't have wore the swim shoes. They were actually added a lot more weight, and it was just ridiculous. Like, whatever. You know, they should have had something that explained what was going to be happening and what to prepare for. So here I go, you guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, I did the dog paddle. I was frog swimming, frog stroking, the backstroke. I was like on Buffalo River, just floating. And I'm not going to tell you how long it took me, but I'm going to tell you that I finished. Yes, Lord, I finished. And people were bored, and some people were probably aggravated, but I did not care because I was going to do 6 laps. Or 6 lengths. I swam 3 laps of an Olympic-sized pool. Doesn't matter how I did it, but I did it. And so when I got out of that water, of course, you know, these other people were like open mouth breathing hard, you know, about on the verge of hypoxia. And I'm over here like, this was great. It was awesome. It was awesome. And it really cut the class down, like the class time, like it's almost time to go. What do we got to do next? And so anyway, he said, good job, Miss Hale. I said, thank you. And I just kept going. Well, he said, next thing we're going to do is we are going to tread water. And if you've ever swam with me, you know I don't tread. Like, it just doesn't happen. And it's kind of odd because I've got a natural floating, device built in my body. I've got 2 of them. And you would think that would be easy. but it's not. It is very difficult for me to tread upright. My body tends to want to go back, and my flotation devices want to pop out of the water. And so when I have to swim to get myself back down straight. And so he said 10 minutes, could not touch the bottom. Like, again, we're in 10 feet of water and we couldn't touch the sides. So I'm like, great. This part, it may be the very last thing I do. And so I prayed again, and I got in there and I was like, I've got to figure this thing out. And it really ticked me off because everybody else's water level was like right here. And they're just talking about, you know, what they're doing this weekend, what they're going to do after class. And here I'm over here with water level up to here. Like, it's like back and forth, back and forth. And my neck's hurting. I'm just like about to die, and I'm looking at the clock. But at the whole time, I'm just trying to pretend like I'm just chilling. Like I like to lean my head back when I tread. Like it's just, you know, something I prefer. And I thought, I don't know if I could do anything else after this. Like this is really frustrating me. And so I just stuck it out. And I finally, towards the last 2 minutes, I kind of figured out a pattern or something. You know, I had like a strategy going, and I was able to be a little more upright than usual. So maybe through 6 weeks of this, I'll figure it out. I'm not sure. But I'm going to tell you, I wish somebody would have warned me. I would have swam some, like, you know, at the Civic Center. I would have prepared myself better for this, but it just didn't happen. So I appreciate you guys listening to me, hearing me, but, you know, I just, I continue and covet your prayers going forward because I don't really know what I'm involved in. I took a little class in Mexico and Jamaica, and it was nothing at all like what I've done so far. So, but thanks, guys. Hope you're having a great Saturday, and I'll see you soon.